Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I wanted to finish up an illustration that needs a little bit more shadow, and I wanted to have a little chat about subscription boxes, like art subscription boxes, and those have really taken off. I didn't make any notes, but I am using a reference because I've done an ankylosaurus, and so I need a reference. There's no way. I don't know what these look like. I wasn't around in the Jurassic and the Cretaceous, so forgive me. But that's where I'm at in life. And I'm just using some hatching for some more shadow. And I've done kind of a double vision thing because I was in a mood. And I've always wanted to try doing something that's like seeing double. Anyway, subscription boxes. If you're not familiar what those are, and they are for a wide range of hobbies, lifestyles, interests, it's basically a box that'll come to your house every month or however, if you want it, 3 times a year, twice a year, 4 times a year. Sometimes they're set up like that. That offers you a product that you pay for. And the longer you commit to it, if you want one every single month, typically the more cost-saving the box becomes. So there's a lot of art subscription boxes. So if you're a parent, you've maybe heard of Kiwi Crate, and a lot of people are familiar with having magazines sent to their door. It's not as popular as it used to be. But I remember getting highlights as a kid. I was a part of a book club, and I got Babysitter's Club in the 90s sent to my house every month. And that was just, I read that book in one day. Sorry, Mom. But yeah, getting things sent to your door is fun. So when you look at the subscription boxes though, what are you actually getting? Because you look at like Art Snacks or Paletful or Scroller Box. There's some that are for sewers, knitters, embroiderers, crafters, general, like just real tactile, hands-on activity kits. Some are just generated towards kids. Some are more towards, boy, I don't even want to say a gender. They're towards your interests. So I believe there's one that's for like outdoorsy, like hikers. There's one that's sort of for off-grid folk that like to prep things. There's just a wide variety. I think there's one that for people that like murder mysteries and stuff, and you can try and solve crimes that are fake. There's so many of them. The art supply ones are interesting. Whoops, sorry. Those ones are interesting because for example, you look at Art Snacks, and I have received Art Snacks before in the past. I believe I got my first box 2017, so 4 years ago I got one. I ordered my first one, and I wanted to see what it was about. At the time, they had just signed an agreement with Princeton brushes, so that's pretty much the brush you always get. I got a tube of M-Gram. Now, M-Gram is a fantastic watercolor tube company out of the United States. And so I was very pleased with the paint I received. I got like a little it was a little tiny 3x4 pad of paper to try the paint on and a brush. Princeton brushes are just cheap. When you look at the price point of a subscription box, you're getting what you pay for, knowing that the company still has to make money. So you're getting like a sticker or a magnet or something that's counted in that whole mix as towards your purchase. And then you're getting whatever product the company gives you that they were able to purchase in bulk, so it's at a discount to them. I don't know. I've received lots of erasers. I don't need erasers. I've received pencil sharpeners. I have decent pencil sharpeners. I like pencil sharpeners where I can change the blades out. These are Mobius Rupert. I changed the blades out. I put new blades in. That's why I like those. So I don't really want more pencil sharpeners. There's a lot of filler items. I feel like for the most part, they're either generated for people that don't have a ton of art supplies, and so everything they're receiving is new, or people that haven't found what they love. They haven't found their loves yet. And so they're trying everything. So maybe it's marketed towards new hobbyists and new artists and new creators. You kind of get really strange color combinations. And so because you don't have the option for decision fatigue, you only have what they've given you, you're able to turn out something you wouldn't have expected to create. And if you're on Instagram, you can promote it with their hashtags and sort of get noticed by the company and other creators, and maybe gain a couple followers that way. It really depends on how much how much cohesion you have on your Instagram page. You have to kind of curate your Instagram page so you are a niche that is consistent. Otherwise, people just won't know what to expect and they won't stay following you. So, are they worth the price? I don't know. You end up getting one-offs that you wouldn't have purchased, but that's the point. You wouldn't have purchased them. So it's great to try things. But I find that a lot of the things I've received, I haven't picked up again because they weren't things I would have purchased. At this point, I know what I like and I know what I'm drawn to. Haha, pun intended. And I like really high quality supplies that's going to last. I'm really brutal with my paintbrushes. I don't think they're for me personally. I think they're a really cool idea. I think if you're in a creative rut, wait till they're having like an anniversary box, because sometimes you get additional items in an anniversary box. I don't know. I received like a pin one time and stuff that wasn't art supplies in an anniversary box. So I would kind of follow the company around, sign up for their newsletters, see if they're having any sales or discounts or a special box coming out. I received a bonus box one time because Liquitex had partnered with Art Snacks and they wanted to try out the cadmium free, and they wanted a huge audience to see if they could tell the difference between their cadmium yellows and reds and their tubes that didn't have any cadmium. So I was part of a test group for that. That was kind of cool. I don't acrylic paint anymore though. Excuse me. I used to acrylic paint a lot in the mid to late 90s, and I worked really huge, and I had to store all that stuff, and I needed a studio and I needed tons of storage space, and I was having huge gallery shows and stuff, and there's no way. I don't do that anymore. It's not profitable, and during a pandemic it's not realistic, and where I live it's not the right audience for that anyway. I don't know, subscription box are kind of strange. So I'm familiar with Art Snacks, I'm familiar with Scrawler Box, Palettefull, which is like paint. I'll link to a few of them. Read reviews. It's a lot of student grade stuff. It's a lot of one-offs. There's nothing wrong with student grade quality things. I don't know, if I'm going to spend my money, if I'm going to spend $20 for 2 to 3 art supplies, I'm going to get colors that I use a lot of. So if I'm trying a new colored pencil or something, I'm going to buy one that's green or blue. Those are the colors I use the most, or purple. I use purple a lot. I'm not going to want to buy one in yellow or red. I just don't have the huge range. I'm not into toxic cadmiums. I'm not into toxic cobalts. Yellow doesn't have a huge color range for me, and I don't use a lot of it. So you're kind of subject to the colors you receive from them. It's not my jam. I don't know. Maybe I've gotten too like set in my ways or picky. Art Snacks also came out with their own pen line, Plumchester, and I've had a lot of trouble with that fine liner pen. I've had 2 of them now I've had to throw away that just dried up. One after 3 days and one after a month. So I'm not finding like high quality within the company making their own stuff. I see a lot of people on creators and crafters on YouTube putting together videos using subscription boxes because it's a great subject matter for a video that people are really curious about. But then you're stuck with a lot of supplies. Like you're gonna have a huge inventory when you're done with all these boxes that you receive, and you become a collector with all these one-offs. Like the whole jelly gouache thing making the rounds, Posca colored pencils making the rounds. Everybody's storing these now that don't typically use those, and now they have those, and that seems like a waste. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I really evaluate what you want and what you need from art supplies and art supplies boxes to see if that's something that's worth it to you. And maybe ask a few people, read reviews, read newsletters. You kind of know what you enjoy. So lean into something similar like that, I would recommend. All right, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.